All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. You ready for some high-speed action tonight? Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Bristol, baby. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League Buschwackers Series heads to Bristol Motor Speedway. Race number 9, and it's a short track. 150 laps here tonight. We got a good sized field. It's going to be a great race here, hopefully. It's going to be live right here on TurnLeftTV. The championship heating up. Who's got what it takes to tame Bristol? Short track action here on a Friday night in the Buschwackers Series. It's a big one. It's Bristol Motor Speedway, and this is TurnLeftTV. All right, thank you so much for coming in here and joining us on TurnLeftTV. Appreciate you being here tonight. Again, thanks for coming in. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator. This is Bristol Motor Speedway tonight in the High Octane Racing League Buschwacker Series. 150 laps at a great track. Great short track action here tonight. Going to be a fun one. Tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, please give EliteHostingUSA.com a look. Not only that, but how about some WordPress hosting, online store, or VPS hosting? That's EliteHostingUSA.com. I want to thank you so much for coming in here and joining me on TurnLeftTV. Oh, I got the camera on? What am I doing there on the camera? Oh, I know. I got it all jacked up here. Let's see if we got this right. Yeah, we got to go up a little bit. There we go. Get my big head up there on the banner. Hey, thanks for coming in here to TurnLeftTV. Appreciate you showing up tonight and watching TurnLeftTV. Hopefully we don't have any hiccups, but don't worry. I record these races to a file, so if we do, like we did last week with a little bit of a streaming error, we'll upload it so you'll get to watch that. Hit that thumbs up button, share my videos with all your friends on any social media platform where you can share YouTube videos. I would appreciate you helping me out here at TurnLeftTV. Thanks to all the subscribers and all the people coming out. Looks like Paulo, Claudio, Givaldo, all been in here chatting so far. You can also help me out by hitting the button up there on that PayPal link. You can visit us at High Octane Racing League, or TurnLeftTV, I should say, on Twitter, on Facebook as well. And we appreciate you being here. There's a quick link to our Discord channel as well up there. So this is going to be a good one tonight, man. I don't know who's going to win this one, but we got a pretty good-sized field. This could be anybody's race here tonight. Let's take a look at the track here at Bristol. Just a half a mile in length Banking in the turns 24 to 28 degrees, in the straights 6 to 10 degrees. And there's 650 feet straightaways, and there's a little banking there, right? At 6 to 10 degrees, that can throw you off a little bit. And concrete racing surface, of course. This is tough on tires, tough on nerves. And who's got what it takes to tame Bristol? Well, there's only one way to find out. That's watch it right here on TurnLeft TV. Got some more racing headed your way. Coming up tomorrow, race number 9 of the King of the Ovals Series season. And we'll be in the stock cars at Iowa Speedway. That's going to be a fun one. 7 tracks, 14 races, alternating mods from stock cars to Indy cars. Every other week we race the Indy cars. So this week we start off that 2-week stint at Iowa in the stock cars. Next week we'll be in the Indy cars at Iowa. And you see just Phoenix and Indy left in that series, so should be a great finish to the season. Some interesting tracks there. GT3 series headed your way tomorrow, or excuse me, Sunday on October 16th, 45-minute race. Practice starts at 1 p.m., quals at 2, and racing starts at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's the final race of a great GT3 series season, and I'll be excited to see what comes up next in the GT3 series. Zandvoort, a fun track. We are now in the qualification session. We'll take a look at Franco Alvarez in the 83 car, our points leader. 14.058 was his lap time. Dana Grover in the fourth position right now. Let's see where he finishes. Looks like he's backed off. He might have got into the wall there. Sean Jacobs, 14.336 that first lap. Well, lap number 2 is here in this 24. 14.363. Craig Marazon, his qualification attempt, 14.429. .242 is that lap. See what this one holds up, or actually looks like he got that one in. Well, Alvarez the top time. Gomez second on the grid. Bardelli with his outlap in this 91 car. Oh, way up there by the wall. .162. So it looks like Bardelli Jr. with a 14.230, second on the grid. Looks like everybody who is going out has gone out. We got a special event coming up, by the way, in the Extra Life, or excuse me, High Octane Racing League GT3 series, and we're going to put some LMPs in there as well. So a multi-class race, a charity race for Extra Life Children's Miracle Network Hospitals. Will Dunbar heading that up, and it's a very special event. It's going to be televised live right here on TurnLeft TV on November the 5th. So I encourage you, if you're not going to race in this thing, come on out and join us in the stream, and please donate if you can. This is a very special race for us at High Octane Racing League. And Will Dunbar, that's his charity that he supports multiple times a year. There's the Discord address if you'd like to join us. Again, that's Sebring in the GT3 LMP multi-class event. 2-hour race with a mandatory pit stop. This should be a very, very fun event, and I'm excited about this. Excited to broadcast that bad boy. So it looks like qualifications are have concluded. Thanks so much for coming in here and joining us at TurnLeftTV. Let's get this started. All right, welcome back. Thanks so much for coming out here tonight. And it looks like we are finished with the qualification session. And we'll get those results up to you very, very soon. 150 laps here at Bristol tonight. And I think hold on to your horses with respect to Bristol Motor Speedway. It's going to be fast and furious. And it's tough on tires. You got to really, really be patient here, and it's hard to do. Tight race and tight quarters here tonight. And this could be a big points night, too. As we take a look at the season standings coming into tonight's race, Franco Alvarez, 337 points, leads the pack by 20 points. Bardelli Jr. has got 2 races to go to catch Franco Alvarez. Craig Bears on 6th, 3rd. Artie Vieira 4th. Preston Hassel is 5th in points. Sean Jacobs, Dennis Shuchin 6th and 7th. Todd Robillard is in 8th. Givaldo Spindler 9th. Thiago Gomez is 10th in points coming into tonight's race. Take a look at that top 20. Paul Brown sits 11th. Jim Willis 12th. Tim Lansbury and Ed Palumbo are tied for the 13th position. Tony Furtado is 15th. Gordon Carter is 16th. Lucas Simpler 17th. Ricky Emerson and Jesus Iglesias tied for 18th. And then Jair Oliveira is 20th in points tonight. We'll take a look at the qualification results. Franco Alvarez with a top time, 14.058. Qualifies in P1. Claudio Bardelli Jr. qualifies second. Thiago Gomez will start in the 3rd position. Robillard starts in 4th. Paul Brown starts in the 5th position. Outside row 3 will be Craig Marazon. Dana Grover starts inside row 4. On the outside will be Chris Hughes. Sean Jacobs inside row 5, followed by Dennis Judichin up on the outside in that 47 car. Qualifying in the 11th position will be Givaldo Spindola in the 68 car. Christian Wilson in the Ford qualifies in the 12th position. Lucas Simpler 13th. Preston Hassel 14th. Tim Lansbury will start in the 15th position. Getting the chatters in here. Will Dunbar also in here. Troy Mulvale. Tracks VR in here. Got some Dana fans in here tonight, looks like. Paulo Chachalowski been racing in his series at the Dobra Series. That was a challenging race last night at Portland. My gosh, man. I ran out of fuel probably about couple hundred meters from the finish and just coasted across the line. Was able to salvage a 6th place finish out of that disaster. For me, I was definitely not very good at Portland. Didn't have a lot of time to practice that track, and that's a tough one, especially with the chicane there. But having a lot of fun in that Dober Series. Thanks so much for Paulo Chachalowski putting that bad boy on. And look for us at Michigan next week. There's about 4 guys here from High Octane Racing League that are racing in that series. Fireball Flash Racing coming in here and chatting as well. Good luck to him. Bardelli Jr., Givaldo, 150 laps. Where's the big play-by-play, Givaldo? He's got to build it up a little bit. Givaldo dropping the ball on us a little bit here tonight. He's usually the track historian, the pep crowd, getting us all the information we need about this track. Buschwackers schedule, of course, we're at Bristol tonight for 150 laps, and we're going to finish out the season next week at Talladega Superspeedway, a 70-lap event, and that'll be a big one. Talladega, always a popular track, and what a way to finish out a great season. We've had a little bit of too many cautions here. A couple of races have been a little messy. Hopefully we'll get a handle on that, but all in all, that Steve Freeze Memorial 250 was an incredible race for us. So we'll be announcing a schedule here very, very soon. So keep your eyes open for the Buschwackers Friday Night Series season number 5 on the way. That'll take us through the end of the year, and then we'll start 2023 out with a brand new schedule and maybe a brand new champion. Who knows? Of course, we'll have on that schedule, I believe, the Lauren Stoppelworth, the Busted Knuckles special event for him, memorial event. And about 5 minutes left to go in the warm-up session. See Javalden at 68 getting around the track there on that bottom side pretty quick, and he's burning up that right side. You're gonna have to be careful about that. Take a look at here. Sean Jacobs decided he wanted to send Paul Brown a message here coming off the turn. Said, hey, I'm not going to take it tonight. Look at that. Paul Brown at 77. Getting hit again. And look at this on his lid. That 7 car just missing. Not up into the wall, though. Be an interesting view from Chris Hughes' car. Watch this. You're going to see the undercarriage of this car right here. There you go. That might be a good one for the replay books for the next video. Hopefully we'll get that out of their system. Paul Brown gets a new car, comes back out here and getting some more practice laps in. How about Lucas Simpson in the 21 car joining us tonight? Going to be thinking he's one in the conversation here. If this is a fuel mileage race, definitely favors Lucas Simpson. Been a busy guy here. He's been a little bit of a part-time racer this season, but always seems to come out and get that car up front. He's got a sort of an unorthodox strategy, and it has really snookered some guys in that fuel save strategy. They can sometimes just work out in his favor with respect to that, and at that point, it's almost a done deal who's going to win the race. Dana Grover here tonight in the 89 car. He's out here early getting some practice laps in, so keep your eyes on that 89 Trax VR sponsored Toyota Camry. Here's our guy second in points, the 91, Claudio Bardelli Jr. He's going to need a little bit of luck, I think, to catch Franco Alvarez. A 20-point gap separate the two of those guys, and there are just 2 races to go, including tonight. So he's going to need a little help here. He's going to need Franco to have a bad night, and he's going to have to win a couple of races, I believe, or at least win one and finish very, very well in the second one. Todd Robillard in the 90 car coming out here. We'll just say thanks so much to Todd for his admin duties here at High Octane Racing League. Right now shown second on the grid here in the warm-up session. Robillard, one of our drivers from the East Coast, hails from Rhode Island. Coming down pit lane. And again, this is Bristol Motor Speedway, tucked in Bristol, Tennessee, the mountains of Tennessee, half-mile concrete, high-banked oval. And who doesn't know Bristol that is a race fan? Banking in the corners, 24 to 8, 28 degrees. In the straight, 6 to 10 degrees. And concrete, 650 feet straightaways. And pitting here is of a premium. So here we go, getting ready to kick it over to race, boys and girls, here at Bristol. Thanks so much for joining us here on TurnLeft TV. Race number 9. There's 2 races to go, including tonight. $150 laps here of pure monster madness.
Attention grid, all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
All right, boys and girls. It's Bristol. Starting order here tonight at Bristol. Franco Alvarez in the 83 starts in P1. Bardelli Jr. starts in the 2nd position. Gomez in the 26 starts 3rd. Todd Robillard starts in the 4th position in that 90 car. Starting in 5th will be Paul Brown in the 77. Marizan in the 60 car starts 6th. Dana Grover starts 7th. Chris Hughes starts in the 8th position. Starting in 9th will be Sean Jacobs in the 24. The 47 of Dennis Uderchin starts in 10th. Givaldo Spindola starts in the 11th position. Christian Wilson in that 30 car. The Ford starts in 12th. Starting in 13th will be Preston Hassel in the Ford. Tim Lansbury in the 82 starts 14th. Lucas Simpner starts in the 15th position. You know, 150 laps here tonight at Bristol. I'm your commentator, broadcaster, Heath Johnson. Thanks so much for joining us. Let's have a good race here tonight. Good luck to all the drivers. Franco Alvarez will lead the field to take the green flag here. And let's hope we have these long green flags like we've been itching for all season long. Lights are out on the pace car. 91, Claudio Bardelli Jr., 2nd in points. Starts up on the outside line, P2. Eyes are tightening it up here, and pace car is off. Here we go. It's Bristol, baby.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
And we're off here. Bardelli Jr. to the outside. I think that outside line might be the place to be here tonight. So Bardelli Jr. inches ahead on board here with Franco Alvarez running behind that 91. And he's got some work to do now. Gomez has gotten up to that 3rd position, that 26 car. Keep your eye on this Napa sponsor number 26. Toyota Camry, as he's now inching up to Franco Alvarez. Robillard in fourth. A little bit of a breakaway right there. Marizon trying to chase him down. He's in fifth. Closing in. He's got Paul Brown just behind him. Take a look at the 60 car out of the back at that 77 of Paul Brown. Chris Hughes running in seventh. Dana Grover is in eighth. Everybody being kind right now until these tires start giving up a little bit. He's racing back there in the pack, side-by-side racing. Alvarez starting to look on the bottom side here of our first place car. Gomez just behind Alvarez. Tire Pro sponsor Camaro, the points leader, running in P2 right now. Oh, man, flirting around with that wall. It's the 83 going down to the bottom side here. 83 and the 91. The 91 up the track. It's into the wall a little bit. Gets into the wall as he was giving the 83 some room. Now we got a new leader here, and that's Franco Alvarez. I should say back to the lead. Actually, I'm not even sure he led a lap there because he might have gotten passed on that first lap. Now, let's assume that he did not. Gomez up to the high side as the 90, Todd Robillard started to get a little peek on the inside line. Gomez in this 26 car. He's now starting to look at this 90. Todd Robillard in the 90 car looking on the high side. These guys getting tight. Robillard in the 90 car now making this pass. Is he going to be able to clear the 26? 26 fighting back on the high side. Looks like the 90 does get around Iago Gomez, but he had to work for it. Take a look at Lucas Simpner and 21 car. He's running in the 14th position. Christy Wilson in his first race back in a while running in P15. Luca maybe on that tire save strategy. Tim Lansbury just ahead of him in that 82, running in P13. Go back and take a look at this pass. As Alvarez gotten around the 91 right here, and the 91's going to get into the wall coming off this turn. A little bit of contact there for that 91 car. Now Craig Marizon here closing in on Thiago Gomez. Marizon to the bottom line here as we got some racing ahead as well. Marizon clears Thiago Gomez. Gomez now falling back here as the 77 car putting some pressure on him. Chris Hughes also trying to get by, so something going on with Thiago Gomez. Gomez starting to fall back here as now Dana Grover in the 89 car on the inside. He's giving it a peek. Couple Toyotas there side by side. Dana Grover working that bottom side, that 89. Thiago Gomez in the 26 using the outside line. You saw it get a little bit loose there with that 89 coming off the turn. He had to catch that. Now cannot muster the speed. He can't get the grip coming off the turn to be able to make that pass. Got three Toyotas running here together, looking out the back of Gomez's machine. At Dana Grover, and also Dennis Shudichin, one of our Ukrainian drivers. He's that third Camry in line. Sean Jacobs in the 24, this Vulcan sponsor machine. Vulcan's Cal U Vulcan sponsor machine. He's running in the 10th position. Take a look at the 60 car. Oh, man, Todd Robillard got off the track. Something happened to Todd Robillard. He got off the track there. Not sure what went on. Take a look here. Robillard. Oh, man, I tell you what, that just took off on him. Gets back, and he gets into the front of Chris Hughes and tightens thing up there. Wow. We're back here at on board with Todd Robillard. He just got loose, man. I think he just tried to overcorrect. Maybe he thought he was going to get into the wall, and Paul Brown does a great job of getting around. Take a look here out in front of Paul Brown's machine. Todd just heading left. And then Paul Brown gets by as Todd Robillard almost slides into him. Robillard there now trying to get it gathered back up as we take a look at the 26 car, Tiago Gomez. In this Napa sponsor machine, he is running in the 11th position. Robillard now back up to the 5th spot, but Hughes is just behind him in that 7 car. I think Robillard might have some tire issues here as this 77 car now starting to challenge Claudio Bardelli Jr. Now Marizon's on the move. He's gotten up to the 2nd position. We'll take a look at that replay there of Craig Marizon making that pass. Take a look at this. Marizon beside the 91. Those guys almost get together. Marizon working his inside line. That 91 probably has a little bit of damage making contact with the wall, so they're not letting Franco Alvarez run away, and this 60 car is starting to put a little pressure on Franco Alvarez. So Craig Marizon in that Magpul Dynamics sponsored Camaro running in the 2nd position. Take a look at Franco Alvarez now back to live as he has got some pressure from Craig Marizon. Marizon on the inside of this Magpul sponsored machine. And on board here with this Tire Pros sponsored Camaro. So a couple Camaros here getting it out, getting after it, and also Paul Brown in the 77 car. Alvarez working this outside line. He's going to try to make it as difficult as possible for these guys to get around. Alvarez, I tell you what, he is almost into the wall. Franco Alvarez almost into the wall here. We'll take a look at our side-by-side here. Franco Alvarez out of the back of his machine at that 60, starting to put some pressure on him. Franco Alvarez, can he hold on to this spot much longer? Because Craig Marizon looks like he's really closing in and put some pressure here. Now he's starting to expand that distance a little bit. Maybe Alvarez cooled his tires off. Maybe cooled his tires off a little bit. We've been green here 36 laps in. Franco Alvarez the leader. Craig Marizon in 2nd, Paul Brown 3rd, Claudio Bardelli Jr. is 4th, Todd Robillard is 5th. Tiago Gomez and Givaldo Spindler here battling it out. Givaldo up the track to give the 26 car a lot of room, and 26 car gives back out, or is in the 14th position, so he's fallen back. He's had some issues here. He's fallen back quite a bit. I'll tell you what, man, Claudio Bardelli Jr. and Todd Robillard here just absolutely having a fist fight. The 90 and the 91. These guys have been racing side by side for several laps. The 91 holding on to that outside line is just so hard to pass on the inside once you get some used up tires. Robillard giving it a shot. Just cannot get the bite that he needs coming off the turn to be able to pull off this pass. Bardelli Jr. working this outside line, says, hey, I'm just not going to give up the outside line. I'm going to make him pass me on the low side. And that's caused these guys to button it up a little bit as Hughes and Grover have caught up. So we're starting to tighten the field up. Christian Wilson here in the 30 car. battling Dennis Uterchin. Uterchin in the 47. He gets into the wall, coming off the turret. He's down on the apron. So Uterchin got a little bit squirrely, got into the wall, and held on to that. And a good pass there by the 30 car. Heads up move to avoid a big incident. Take a look here as Uterchin, he doesn't get into the wall. He just comes out across the track and comes back up, but didn't get into the 30. That was good. 30 car gets around, but Uterchin held on to that. Was able to get that car back on track. So he's going to try to figure out some handling issues on that on the pit stop. Take a look at Preston Hassel here in the 27 car, battling this 89. Preston Hassel been kind of quiet here tonight. He and Sean Jacobs running there in the back for a while now, working together here, maybe trying to catch up with these guys and use these fresh tires or better tires on these long runs. Here we are 46 laps in. And I think we're going to see some pit stops fairly soon. See that Cal U-sponsored number 24 car closing in on the 7 of Chris Hughes. Preston Hassel running behind. Hassel's in the 7th position. It now looks like Sean Jacobs going to the outside line, getting by Chris Hughes. Sean Jacobs in the 24 car. Now you see Preston Hassel trying to get by on the outside line. He gets by. Dana Grover, he's going to try to get that spot back. Chris Hughes in the 7, now back to the 8th position. Take a look at this 7 car running in P8. Now has Dana Grover there running in the 9th position right behind. Over in that 89 car. Starting to get a little movement here up front as the 77 going down to the inside line. We're starting to run in some lap traffic as well. This is going to make things interesting. As Al, the 77 up to the 2nd position. Very interesting now. As Paul Brown into 77. Closing in on our race leader, and we're running into some lap traffic on board here with Paul Brown. As the 83 drifting up to the high side, he's going to give Brown a little bit of room on the bottom side. Now we got some lap traffic in the way. 26, Tiago Gomez, a lap car. Franco Alvarez, the leader, on board here with our 2nd place car, Paul Brown. We are on lap 53. Things starting to tighten up a little bit. Frank Marazon running in the 3rd position. Alvarez going to the outside, not able to pull off that pass. He tried. He wanted to get around, put a little bit of a, kind of a buffer using the 26 as a pick. Put a little buffer between he and the 77 car. Robillard to the outside. He's going to try to get around this 7 car. Todd Robillard in the 90. Now making a pass on the 7 of Chris Hughes. On board here with Todd Robillard as things tightening up here as we're starting to see some lap traffic. Valdo in the 68 car up the track a little bit. Might have made some contact with Wall. On board here with Todd Robillard. He is running in the 7th position. Very careful. A little bit of a throttle correction there and jostling the wheel around coming off the turn. Feathering that throttle. '77 now giving the 83 a lot of trouble here on this inside. 83 up on the outside line. I think the 77 is going to have to try to sneak his car in up on this high side. Alvarez doing some protection there, using that high line. He knows how hard it is to pass on the high side. Paul Brown still trying it on the inside line. And the damage there that you'll get from that is you're going to get some tire wear on that inside line, I think, trying to push it 83 probably will have a little bit better tire wear using this outside line. Preston Hassel here in the 27 car battling Sean Jacobs. Preston Hassel, the AMD-sponsored Ford Mustang, picking up a spot now in 5th. These guys dealing with some lap traffic. That 26 car is some lap traffic there. He's in the 14th position, sandwiched in between Todd Robillard and Sean Jacobs. Look who's on the move here. Take a look here. Look who's on the move, and this is a 21 car. Lucas Simpson, the 82 Tim Lansbury on the high side. These guys having a good battle. They're running up on Todd Robillard side by side. 21 and the 82. '21 gets by. The 82 gets kind of stuck behind Todd, and he's going to lose a couple positions here. The 82 Tim Lansbury is up on the high side, running in the 9th position. He's wanting to get around. This is a traffic jam. 66 laps in, no caution flags so far. Keep your fingers crossed. I think we're going to have some green flags here, stops here pretty soon. As now Simpson's up to the 6th position. Tire save strategy. That's Lucas Simpson's modus operandus. We're going to start seeing some pit stops, I think, and Chris Hughes indicating that he's going to be coming down pit lane here very, very shortly. Franco Alvarez is our leader, and I think we're going to start seeing some pit stops. And that's what we're seeing here as Franco Alvarez, the leader. Paul Brown in the 77 is second. And we got pit stops underway. 7 car coming down pit lane. As Franco Alvarez is our leader here on lap 70. We've been caution-free here at Bristol. I have to turn down the graphics setting on that second computer there so you get a little bit of a hitch when you get too many cars up there. As you see Chris Hughes finishing up his pit stop. A little work in progress there. Usually I use my old laptop for that, and I had that on pretty low graphics setting. You might have to turn down the graphics just a little bit on the second computer. If that does it, Franco Alvarez the leader. Paul Brown in second, Marizan in third, Bardelli Jr. in fourth. It's a Chevy show right now. And we got 3 Fords, Hassel, Simpson, and Lansbury. Robillard, Jacobs, couple Chevys running 8th and 9th. Grover, the first Toyota, he's running in the 10th position. Wilson is in 11th in the Ford. Gomez and Udich in both Toyotas running 12th and 13th. You see Hughes and Spindola in Chevys running 14th and 15th. Hughes has done his pit stop coming back out on track. He's shown 3 laps down. But remember, these guys have to pit. And Robillard running in the 8th position, indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane. So coming off the track is that 90, making his pit stop. As Todd Robillard now making a pit stop. Franco Alvarez still leading, but I'm hearing that he may be coming down pit lane, so as the 83 making a pit stop, Paul Brown now the leader. Robillard on pit lane in the 13th position in that 90 car. I know what number he is. Definitely a little bit of hitch there on that side-by-side. Apologize for that. Robillard coming back out.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh, no. Uh-oh. Looks like Unichin might have came around as he was trying to get onto pit lane in the 47 car. And we've got a yellow flag. Oh, boy. We got some guys on, we got guys that are a lap down. And the 47 headed into pit lane, and we've got a caution flag. Always a worry for me. I am a guy that likes to pit late in the sequence if I have the tires to do so, for that very reason. Take a look and see what happened here as Dennis Unichin coming down the, he wants to pit. Oh, and he gets across the 89. And then, he comes across the front of the 89 car. '89 may not have known, but he should have been down to the inside, so he comes across and gets right in front of that 89 car and then heads into the wall. So it looked like he just did not realize maybe the 89 car was there and then came across right in front of the 89, right across his nose, and then he's going to add insult to injury. He's going to have to do a drive-through, and he's probably got a speeding penalty right there.
Pit road will be open this time.
Now some of these guys got caught here. And that looks like Christian Wilson got a lucky dog. So he gets back on the lead lap in that 30 car. So good news there for Christian Wilson. Don't forget the King of the Ovals coming up tomorrow. It's race number 9. We'll be in the stock cars at Iowa, starting off a 2-week stint at Iowa. We'll do stock cars tomorrow, and then next week we'll be in the Indy cars at Iowa. And then we just have 4 races to go after that. Phoenix, 2 races there, and 2 races at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. That's the King of the Oval Series. Race starts at roughly around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when we do quals, and that's coming up tomorrow night. GT3 Series will be back in action on Sunday, October the 16th, for the final race of the season, a 45-minute race from Zandvoort. What a great track this is, man. Racing starts at 2 p.m., or quals at 2 p.m., racing at 2:30 p.m., and it's the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series from Zandvoort, coming up on Sunday, October the 16th. Okay, side by side here.
Green flag,
We're going
go,
back
go,
green.
go.
Bardelli Jr. did not get on the gas. Simpson has done it, maybe a little bit of a gamble. He is up to the 2nd position. These guys stayed out maybe. Or didn't pit and get caught a lap down. That helps them. It's a 77, now our leader. Simpson in 2nd, Bardelli Jr. in 3rd. And Barazan is in 4th. So Paul Brown leading. Get an idea of where everybody's at on the track here as they come around again. Doesn't take them too long. Hit the wrong button, sorry. Tim Lansbury, he has that car up front, this 82. He likes these long green flag runs, man. Now he's gotten himself up to the 4th position as he's getting by Lucas Simpson. Lansbury in the 82 car, Skyline Chili Ford Mustang, running in the 4th spot. Lucas Simpson back to 5th. Dana Grover, oh, man, I tell you what, Lansbury might have made contact with the wall. On board here with him as we felt a little shake, a little camera shake on that one. Alvarez and Grover here racing it out. Alvarez in the Toyota, a couple of Toyotas here. Actually, Alvarez in the Camaro. Take that back. Take a look at the 89 Fireball Flash. For 89 Trax VR sponsor machine as Alvarez goes down to the inside and gets by the 89 of Dana Grover. See Chris Hughes running in the 11th position. Christian Wilson got the lucky dog. He's in 7th. Look at that, Alvarez on the move in this 83. He wants to get this car back up front in a hurry. He is in a hurry to get it back up front. You realize these laps go by very, very quickly. He's to the outside, looking on this outside of Tim Lansbury. Feather in the throttle there. Lansbury to the inside. Is he going to leave the door open for Alvarez? Alvarez cannot kind of squeeze through. He wants through. Is he going to be impatient here? Lansbury holding that middle line, and he comes up to the high side. Doesn't really give Alvarez the room that he needs. Alvarez going down to the inside now. If I were the 82, I'd just let him go, but the 82 going to use this outside. This could get a little dicey here. As the 82 holding on to that spot. The 83 running in 8th. Feel like there's a sense of urgency out of the 83 car. Take a look at Craig Marizon running in that 60 car. And he is running in the 3rd position. Alvarez running in the 8th position. I take that back. He's actually, oh! There's contact there. Contact with the 83 and the 82. The 83 actually in the 8th spot. He got caught a lap down. Take that back. That wasn't for the position. And there was contact. I'm going to go back here and take a look. It's also on my second screen that there might have been a little contact there. Now, there was contact, and I'm not sure what precipitated all that, but we might have missed it as Alvarez and Lansbury got together, and Alvarez now that's after the fact, and I don't think Lansbury all that happy about it. There was contact between the two of them. I was watching that on my second feed there. Paul Brown is in the position he wants to be in, and that's the race leader of the 77 car. Alvarez, I see a sense of urgency. Now I know what that sense of urgency is, and that is to try to get to the lucky dog position and hope for a caution flag. Talk about broadcaster being track unaware. There you go. Brown is the leader. Bardelli Jr. second, Marizon third, Lansbury fourth, Simpson is in 5th. Bardelli Jr., I think, maybe a little bit faster here right now. Those guys coming around here as these guys spaced out a little bit. Little lap traffic here now for the 77 car. Conversation from Bardelli, or excuse me, from Spindle. Look at that. Bardelli Jr. going to try to use that little bit of a delay that the 77 had getting around, and he was trying to snooker him getting to the outside line. He knows if he gets that nose up on the outside line, he might have, oh, there he goes. He's going to push it. He's going to push it. He's not able to do it. These guys are going to get after it, aren't they? 91 car going to use this outside line. Here he goes. He's got the outside on the 77 car. These guys are still side by side. Look at this. This is the battle for the race lead. The 91, Claudio Bardelli Jr. using the outside line. You could tell when they came up to Givaldo that he really wanted to get to that outside, and he was able to do it. Now gets the race lead. Gets around Paul Brown, who's in the second position. What a great battle there as a 60. Craig Marizon close it in. Givaldo letting these guys go as you see Dana Grover going by. The 30, Christian Wilson going by. Grover running in the 6th position, having a good night. Christian Wilson running in P7. Justin Hassel running in the 9th position. He's 1 lap down. Alvarez is in the lucky dog position. Justin Hassel in P9. Long green flag run here on lap 117, and we are getting late in this race. Thiago Gomez to the inside of Givaldo. He gets by. Sean Jacobs, he's gotten caught a lap down. He and Todd Robillard both 2 laps down. Chris Hughes, the first car, 2 laps down. He is running in the 11th position. As Givaldo goes up the track, and maybe a little bit of mirror driving there by that 68 car. Those guys get by. Chris Hughes in the 7 car, running in the 11th position. Starting to tighten up here, a 3-way battle. These guys all 2 laps down, and a great 3-way battle here. And this is 11th, 12th, and 13th. Todd Robillard running in P13, the 3rd car in line here. A good battle with these guys. Guys starting to get a little bit worried now. It's hard to make up 2 laps anytime, but it's really hard to do it on lap 122. See 90 going down, inch and ahead of the 24. Robillard making that pass, getting around Sean Jacobs. Paul Brown going down to the inside, giving Bardelli Jr. some fits. Bardelli Jr., oh man, coming off the across the start-finish line. Those guys nearly got together. Bardelli Jr. holding on to that spot as the 77 was giving it a go. Bardelli Jr., the leader. The 77 of Paul Brown is in 2nd. We're on lap 125. Take a look at Tim Lansbury in this 82. He's got a good run going here. Top 4. Simpson running in the 5th position, starting to close in. A couple Fords running together. The first Fords on the grid, P4, P5. Marizon just ahead of the 3rd Chevy in line as this car is starting to close in here. Marizon starting to really close it up. Now you got some lap traffic. Make it a little interesting here on lap 127. Craig Marizon's got a fast car. We saw late in the run for Marizon earlier. He was solid as he's got the 77 car just ahead, inching on that bottom side, tried to get through. Bardelli Jr. holding on to that spot by using this outside line, and the 77 trying to drift up just a little bit, get that running he needs. He's pushing it on this inside line. This 91 up on the outside, and Craig Marizon in the 60 car. It's a three-way battle for the race lead. Bardelli Jr. holding on to that spot. These guys are working their butts off as now Marizon says, hey, let me give that a shot. He's inching on the, peeking on that low side. Top three here getting after it. 131 laps in. These guys racing pretty hard, trying to figure out who's going to win this bad boy. Sean Jacobs in the 24 car, Chris Hughes in the 7. See, the 90 car has gotten by both those guys. Now the 24 trying to sneak by the 7, and he does. So now Chris Hughes back to the 13th position as Sean Jacobs up to 12th. 21 car going down to the bottom side here is the 82. 21 says it's go time. These guys both close it in on Franco Alvarez. Now Alvarez is in the 8th position, 1 lap down. He's in the lucky dog spot, but these guys now getting side by side. A couple Fords here battling it out for the 4th position. Lansbury does not want to give up that spot here late in this race. Simpson wants to get around. Simpson now going back down to the bottom side. Lansbury up on the high side. These guys still drag racing. Lansbury using that outside line. Just hard to pass on the inside. These guys closing in on the 83 car, and it's going to make things interesting because the 83 being a lap down, that 82 backs off. That's interesting right there. That 82 really got out of the throttle as Simpson gets by. Bardelli Jr., the leader, as a 77 trying to get around somehow. 60 trying to get around as well. He might be the, he might snooker these guys. Take a look at Preston Hassel here in the 27 car. Running in the 9th position. He's 1 lap down. He wants to close in on Franco Alvarez, try to get that lucky dog spot in case there's a late race caution. 139 laps in. We're starting to wind it down. Craig Marizon. Paul Brown got a little bit looser coming off the turn as the 60 car gets by. Paul Brown, something happened to him. It looked like he might have gotten a little bit loose. Take a look here as Paul Brown might have gotten into the wall, and he comes across the track. And Marizon used that opportunity to make that pass here late in this race. On board here with Craig Marizon as the 77 gets a little bit loose. He almost got into the wall, and I think he was just trying to do a correction. He came across the track. Now Marizon up to P2. Dana Grovey here running in the 6th position. Good run here for that Trax VR sponsored Toyota. We got a battle here for the race lead. The 60 car to the inside. Oh, there's contact there, 3 wide. Bardelli Jr. sees a sense of urgency to try to get through that 68 car, and they had contact. Bardelli Jr. and the 60 of Craig Marizon battling it out. Fighting tooth and nail here in the closing laps of this race. Marizon backs off. Bardelli Jr. realizes that outside line is the place to be. You time it right, though, in that bottom line, you can get through. How clean is Marizon going to race him? How clean is Bardelli Jr. going to run this? Marizon gets out of the throttle. Might have got a little bit loose. That's going to give the 77 car a little bit of time. Now they're side by side as the 77 closing back in. 3-way battle. No, they get together. The 60 car in the wall. The 60 car in the wall as Paul Brown now below the 91. No caution flag. Paul Brown and Marizon got together. Now Bardelli Jr. getting into the fence. More lap traffic. Dennis Judich just ahead. Oh, Bardelli Jr. gets caught behind Dennis Judich. Bardelli Jr. up the track. Lucas Simpner on the move. Lucas Simpner up to the second position. He's saved tires. These guys have been battling. Can Lucas Simpner come in here and steal this one? 2 laps to go. Across the start-finish line, we'll have 1 to go. Paul Brown in the 77 car. Comes away with the race victory? No, not yet. Here we go. Paul Brown getting the win. As this, oh my gosh. What a race that was. And he's going to get wrecked by Luca. And the 70 or the 91. Give him the congratulatory. So the Dirty Mo's sponsor machine. 77 car now getting that new paint scheme in victory lane. So what the heck, man? That was a heck of a finish to that race. There were so many events that happened in that one. Congratulations to Paul Brown. Wow. So, wow, what a finish. My gosh, man. Can't even believe that one. That was crazy. That race had just a little bit of everything, didn't it? Let's take a look at the final results here tonight. Final results tonight. Paul Brown gets the win. Lucas Simpner battles for a second place finish. He almost had that one. Claudio Bardelli Jr., good third place finish there for him. Tim Lansbury finishes in fourth. Dana Grover finishes fifth. Christian Wilson sixth. Craig Marizon finishes seventh. Franco Alvarez finishes in the eighth position, 1 lap down. Preston Hassel finishes in ninth. Tiago Gomez finishes in 10th. Finishing in 11th will be Todd Robillard in the ninth. Sean Jacobs finishes 12th. Chris Hughes 13th. Dennis Judichin finishes in 14th. And Givaldo Spindola finishes in the 15th position. So one caution flag, and Paul Brown gets the win here tonight at Bristol. So congratulations to Paul Brown on getting the win, and what a finish that was at Bristol. What an incredible race. Getting some guys chatted up here, and we'll see if we can't get Paul Brown in the victory lane here in the booth. Get an interview with him. All right, we got Paul Brown here joining us up in the booth. Man, what a race there for you. Congratulations. A heck of a battle there after that pit stop.
Man, that was crazy. Holding off Claudio and Craig there. Well, not holding them off, getting by both of them.
I tell you why. I think the outside line the guys figured that out, that if you had that outside line, you drove it just right, it was almost impossible to get around. Were you getting a little frustrated with trying to pick a time and a spot? I know Claudio kind of snookered you a little bit and got that car just ahead of you on the outside, got that spot. How'd you feel trying to get around on the outside?
The outside was the way to go, if you could stay away from lap traffic, because everybody was trying to run the high line. So I was actually taking it really easy there when Claudio caught me, and I thought, man, he's got to have burned up his tires by now. I was trying to, hold back, and nope, he went right by me, and I couldn't catch him. I couldn't hold him off. It's like, oh, no. But it worked out.
Well, you had a caution flag there to sort of, throw a wrench in some of those guys' programs, that's for sure. Franco got caught a lap down, and he had a fast car here tonight, too. I know late in the run, you guys were starting to run him down. Did you find that the tire management was a big factor here tonight?
Yeah, tire management is always huge at Bristol. But yeah, I had my fingers crossed as he went on pit road, like caution, 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 and sure enough, caution come out. Because I don't think anybody would have beat Franco.
Well, that's certainly going to change things as far as the points. I think tighten it up a little bit. No, Claudio, had a good points night here. I also got to ask you. You looked like you had a battle there with Craig Marizon. He had a pretty good night and did finish in the 7th position. And what went on there on those closing laps?
Yep. Craig was right there with us. The three of us just fighting tooth and nail. I'm not even sure what happened. I was going to try to look at the replay before you got me up here, but I hadn't got a chance to. I think we just were both trying to get to the same real estate. My car was loose on throttle, and he was loose trying to brake for the corner, and the whole thing. But I apologize to Craig for that.
Well, you had some lap traffic to deal with, and I think it can be frustrating at times to deal with that. But it looked like the lap traffic was really kind of they were just racing their own deal and not really, getting in the way too much, I would say. It was a pretty kind event there, I think, trying to get around lap traffic. I know it could be frustrating. How did you feel there once you started coming up on that? That definitely affected, I think, the outcome of the race.
Yeah, no, it did. I saw Dennis up there, and I know Dennis wanted to run the high line too. I mean, everybody wanted to be up there because it wasn't burning up the tires as bad, and it worked out. I could get under Claudio right there going in the corner, and Dennis was holding him up, so it worked good for the pass. And then I just had to hold Luca off for 2 laps.
Luca seems to be a factor there on those long runs. He's got that tire save strategy in mind, and sometimes it works out in his favor, and it almost did tonight.
Yep.
Next week you got Talladega Super Speedway. That puts a lot of guys in the hunt there for a victory. What's the strategy as you go into Talladega?
Try to stay out of the accidents. Stay out of the big one.
Well, hey, congratulations, man. Hell of a run here tonight. What a fun race to broadcast, and good victory there for the 77 Dirty Mo Media sponsored Camaro. That's a mouthful, man.
Thank you, man. Yeah, we got the new paint job from Franco. He painted that for us here a couple weeks ago, so very cool car. And
I'm hearing that Franco said something about you turning 60?
No,
coming up?
49 on Tuesday.
Oh, well, happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you.
You didn't tell me what the present was on that box that came to you. You haven't get to open that yet, or what?
Yeah, that's open. It was actually a tool rack, hanging tools and DeWalt cordless tools and stuff in a shed, so that's pretty cool.
This is an inside joke here, but I think I was pretty close with my picture that I sent you then.
Yeah, hung on the wall, that's for sure.
All right, man. You take care, and congratulations.
Thanks, Heath.
All right, that's Paul Brown there joining us up in the booth, and hell of a victory there for the 77 car tonight, Bristol Motor Speedway. Anytime you get a win at Bristol, you're doing something, and what a heck of a race it was. Thanks for coming out and watching this race tonight. We got some racing headed your way this weekend. At Iowa Speedway in the stock cars. The King of the Ovals series will be back in action tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Will be the stock cars, a little short track action at Iowa, and then following week we'll be in the Indy cars at Iowa in the King of the Ovals. Racing starts at about 9 p.m. And then on Sunday at 2:30 p.m., it's the final race of the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series season. We'll be at Zandvoort for a 45-minute race. We love these little sprint races. You get one pit stop in and a mandatory tire change, and you got to change the compound as well. So Zandvoort, the final race of the season, coming up on Sunday, October the 16th at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know, tonight's race has been brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, please give EliteHostingUSA.com a look. Or how about hosting your website or your online store or VPS hosting, shared web hosting, all available through EliteHostingUSA.com. Don't forget to join us over at HighOctaneRacing.net. You get updates on point standings, what schedule changes we have, or what schedules are coming up, and who's running what throughout the night, or throughout the week, I should say. And then also a good contact form if you'd like to get a hold of us. And there's a good link for our Discord server right there, straight through HighOctaneRacing.net. Got a special event headed your way on November the 5th. Another one of our Extra Life charity events. Children's Miracle Network Hospitals charity event coming up on November the 5th. We'll have a 2-hour multi-class event, GT3s and LMP2s, and we'll be at Sebring, classic Sebring, for an endurance race. Sebring is a fantastic track. Practice starts at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll have a 2-hour race starting at 1 p.m. Eastern. Please come on out and join us. And if not, join us in the broadcast and help donate to this worthy charity. That's coming up on November the 5th, and a planned event here on TurnLeftTV. Well, that certainly tightens things up here in the point standings. We'll have to give you the update when we start the next event at Talladega. And don't forget Talladega coming up next week on October the 21st, the 70-lap race. And we will finish out the season at a super speedway. That'll be a lot of fun, and it'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. I want to say thank you so much for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Man, what a great race that was. Should have had a few more guys out here to enjoy this one. Thanks for coming in and watching this on the broadcast. Please hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to go down in the description of this race and help me out here. And by the way, I'll be posting some links to Sim Labs pretty soon. So I've got a Sim Lab rig, and I'm an affiliate through them now, so I'll have a link for you to follow if you're interested in buying a race rig. I have the Sim Lab rig myself, and I love it, man. I do my broadcasting from the Sim Lab. I put a Fiero seat on this thing. Oh, it's right there. Hook that right on, and here I am several years later, and I love this race rig. I'm able to add some things to it, so keep your eyes out for a link coming up in the broadcast as well. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Share my videos, hit the thumbs up, and then there's a PayPal button there if you want to send me a donation through PayPal. It's been a great race here tonight. Thanks so much for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. And you know what I say? I'm out of here.